Hey there and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to just paint and prepare some neutral papers for your junk journals. This is what I do when I just need some neutrals, some just really good backgrounds that I can then use, and I can also use them in collage. Now, one of the things I start with is some ledger and book paper, but you can use whatever you have. I really love the way this old tape after a period of time starts to yellow. And I found this tape, which emulates that. And I really like this. And this is an example of what it looks like. So here's a few of the pages that I've already done. And I'm just going to walk you through real quick just how to accomplish this with your own papers. So I'm going to start with some ledger paper. And these papers have writing on them, so I kind of do both. Some with writing, some without. And then this ledger has a lot of blank. And I kind of like the blanks too, because they're just, I like more of that neutral. So we'll just do a couple of those. And so I just have these I found from a variety of thrift stores, well, more like antique stores. And then I have other masking tape here. I have some white alcohol ink. If I decide, I have some acrylic ink in Payne's Gray, which is a really beautiful dark alternative to black. It's kind of a really dark blue. I have a silicone paintbrush. I love these. A credit gift card, a credit card, some white acrylic paint mixed with a little bit of plaster of Paris. I love the gritty feel of that. I don't have any gesso right now, so that's what I'm going to use. I have black acrylic paint. I have some instant coffee and a mug to make marks and a paintbrush. And one of the things that I like to do, and this was sort of a discovery that I made based on just having had this paint all over my fingers, is I like to go in here and just paint a little bit of the white and acrylic here, or the acrylic and this plaster on some tape, and let that dry for a second. I really like the way that you'll see when I put it down. Okay, so I'm just going to add some marks here and then go in and add some tape. I don't really have a plan, or I don't really think this, just sort of add these. Now again, these are going to be used more for kind of like base papers, and then you can go in and add some coffee marks. I'm going to use the silicone brush with a little bit of water. I like to mix a little bit of water with my black, so it's just a little bit, and it's very watery. This silicone brush just makes the paint glide, and then I kind of get this watery look. And I'll probably come in and do a little bit of that. Let's put a little bit of this down. And this, again, this is the tape that has the, this white kind of gesso, or it's like a gesso. It's the white acrylic with the plaster and acrylic paint mixed. And I love it because rather than putting the white down after, it's very much only on those pieces that I did. And I just love that. Okay, so I'm going to do some white alcohol ink. Just going to put a little bit of that on there. And then this one, I think, is about ready to be dried. I might still add a little bit more, maybe just a little up here. I want to get another little bit of that. And that'll, of course, look really good once it's dry. All right, so I'm going to set that one aside. All right, let's do another one. And just, put a movie on. Put your favorite TV show on. And then just make papers. All right, for this one, we'll come in and do a little bit of dripping. A little bit more of that, kind of moving that paint around. It's ever so light. I'm going to use a paintbrush with the coffee. Kind of splatter some of that on there. Let's do another round here. And I have sketchbook paper here as my underpaper. I love to ink that up as well, or get it all messy so that I end up with these really pretty white papers too. All right, I am going to use a little, look at that, it dripped right into that part where the coffee was. That was so unexpected and so cool. Let's do it over here and see what happens. That's really neat. I love that. Sometimes those most unexpected things will happen. So let me put a little bit more coffee here. Let's take that was a lot more ink than I had planned. So let's take some of it and we'll just put it on this white paper that I've got down here. And let's do a little bit on this next one here. Let's put some alcohol ink, white, in that. That looks super cool. Put a little bit over there and a couple drops there. Okay, that one's going to dry. All right, now we have a few here that have the writing. I'm going to put some more of this white on this, and I'm going to put some also on this as well. Let's do some with my credit card. Just kind of scraping some paint. I'm also going to do it let's do more coffee. So I'm kind of being consistent with what I'm putting on these, but putting this on the tape, like I said, isolates that color. So where it's just, the white is just on the tape rather than, smearing it over the whole thing. I'm also going to put some here while I'm creating. We'll put some down on this paper too, because this paper underneath that I'm working on is fair game as well. All right, let's go to some more of this one. Mixing these together. Maybe right there. All right, let's do just a little bit more of the black. I'm going to put just a little bit there. All right, for this one, I'm going to go in with, this is just a number 2 pencil, and then this one is a Stabilo Marks All in black. So we're going to we'll do some marks with that. Some scribbles here. And if you watch many of my videos, you know I love to snack while I'm creating. Today's snack is an orange and cranberry scone. This, of course, is an American scone. A British scone looks more like a biscuit. Okay, some more of this. Got a bit more water in this than I want. Let's do a little bit more paint. Okay, and I'm using very limited supplies here to do this, very limited. And sometimes I like to use handmade foam stamps. So I'm going to use a foam stamp here just to add some color, just these little circles. This stamp is ready to be retired, but let's see, what do we get here? I didn't put enough paint on there. Let's go with a sponge brush here. Yeah, this stamp is definitely seen its there we go. Okay, that's good. Put that there. And maybe here, just a couple. So if you have some stamps that you really like, and then I also like to put a little water on these too, kind of makes it bloom a little bit, kind of like that. All right, so let's work on it this way. All right, so let's finish up a couple here, and then we'll see what they look like when they're all dry. Okay, we'll take a look at them when they're dry. All right, here we go, all dry. Love how these turn out once the ink and paint is all dry. Now I'll use these, I'll tear them up and use them in collage, and I'll also use them as base papers for my junk journal pages. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if you have any questions.